So today I want to talk about Tomb Raider and the possibility of a new game. What's up everybody, it's PJ the Great. I hope you're having a super beautiful day. And if you're new here, I do videos just like this as well as ADHD tips. So if that sounds like your jam, consider subscribing. And to all of my returning subscribers, what's up fam? Welcome back. Alright, so today's topic is Tomb Raider. I want to talk about these rumors that have been going around about the possibility of a new Tomb Raider game. I am super excited about it if it is true, but I want to share my thoughts on it. And I thought I would turn on the camera and talk to the peeps out there and see what you guys and gals might think about this situation. Alright, so from what I've been hearing, there's a rumor going on out there and it's supposedly coming from a source directly from Square Enix. It was discovered on a Reddit post. That person's name was O006, and pretty much they were stating that there's going to be a new Square Enix Tomb Raider game, a fourth installment of the reboot, and it's supposedly going to take place in Asia, I believe they said it was. I don't know how true it is, I don't know how factual it is, but there was discussions there, and this person said that they're a source and Square Enix really wanted to nail this fourth installment, so they're taking their time in developing it, but there's a possibility that we may hear something about it in October 2020 on this game, what it's going to be about, and its official release. So I'm kind of excited about it. Now I looked for this Reddit post myself, I couldn't find it anywhere. I was doing some searching, but there is a YouTuber by the name of Melonie Mac. She actually did a full in-depth video giving her thoughts and her opinions on the possibility of this new game, and I'll link her video down in the description below so that you can check it out for yourselves. But there's a couple of things that she said in her video that I kind of really don't agree with, and I want to share that with you guys right now. Melanie has some things that she had to say in regards to those three games, which is Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And one of the things that she said she didn't like is she didn't like the fact that Laura was so weak and vulnerable in these three games, and that is not the Lara Croft that we have grown to know and love. And I think the point that she was missing in this comment was the fact that these were reboots, yes, but they were prequel reboots. So these three games were supposed to tell the story on how Lara Croft became the Tomb Raider that we all know and love. So with that being said, there is a possibility that Lara Croft could have been a vulnerable person and could have been a little, you know, for lack of a better way of saying it, weak and unsure of herself in the very beginning. But throughout the course of her adventures, maybe that's when she developed her confidence. I mean, we all saw in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that was that epic moment when she was rising from the water and all you could see was like her silhouette, and she was like in total Lara Croft badass mode. We could see that she was developing and becoming that person, and I think that's the story that Square Enix was trying to tell in these three games. So I think she kind of missed that point in her comment, that these three games weren't supposed to make Lara Croft the Lara Croft that we all know now. It was to show us who Lara was before she became the Tomb Raider. Now a lot of the OGs of the Tomb Raider game, you know, it's dating back to 1996 when it first came out, a lot of them hated this reboot series. They hated it because it steered away from the gameplay from the original games, and it did, you know, kind of steer away from the story because the storyline is totally different. I think in the original it was like Laura was like doing this like Tomb Raider thing for sport because she was like an adventurer. She like going out on adventures.
I'm sorry, I only play for sport.
Whereas this story kind of changed it a bit, where she was an archaeologist fresh out of college and she was following in her father's footsteps and also trying to figure out who was responsible for her father's death. Yeah, the story kind of changed a little bit. I don't know why Square Enix decided to go that route, but they did. And I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it still made for a pretty cool story. But yeah, I could see the OGs complaining about that a little bit. And you know what, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of an OG myself. I love the original Tomb Raider games. As you can see, I got the original collectible here. Bought this like years ago. So I love the original game, but to be honest with you, I totally sucked at the original Tomb Raider games. I think I only bought the first two and I gave up on it because I was just horrible at it. And it might have something to do with my ADHD because I'm a little impatient and solving the puzzles just kind of got on my nerves more so than challenged me to want to solve them. So for a person like myself, I welcomed the reboot. I welcomed it because the challenges and the puzzles weren't that complex. They were, you know, kind of in an area where I can appreciate them and solve them easier. And I love, and I repeat, love the action sequences as well as the cinematic sequences. I thought it was an amazing addition to the Tomb Raider series. All right, so what do I think this new Tomb Raider should look like? Well, in my personal opinion, this is what I've been dreaming about. I was thinking that they should somehow take the original Tomb Raider game from 1996 and incorporate that into the fourth installment, thus showing us Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider that we all know and love. And I mean taking the same like theme, concept, story of that original Tomb Raider game, but using the engine that they use for the prequel reboots and adding more like cinematic scenes and things of that nature. I think marrying the two would be an amazing concept, and I think a lot of people will like that and appreciate it. I think the OGs would appreciate that, and I know that the current players who just got into this series with the reboots, the prequel reboots, would appreciate that as well, because you're getting the backstory, you're getting the true story of Tomb Raider while getting it in today's style and format. So this would show Lara Croft as the badass that we all know and love in this fourth installment. And I think that would be pretty cool too. And also bringing back her original outfit. I think that would be cool too. But I kind of have an argument with that because, yeah, it'd be cool to see her in her original getup from back in the day. But let's look at this from a realistic standpoint. Can you see any woman that's gonna go out and do some tomb raiding and climbing mountains and hills and sliding down slopes and all of this stuff and jumping around in like pretty much booty shorts? I mean, seriously, can you say Scar City? It really wouldn't make any sense for any woman to want to go out and adventure and do the things that Lara Croft does with the jumping around and everything in shorts. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I understood where Square Enix was coming from with these prequel reboots with her wearing pants, because it just makes more sense. I don't think any true to life explorer, adventurer, female is gonna run out and do that kind of stuff in a tank top and shorts. It's just not realistic. I mean, come on, let's think about it. We have to look at it from a realistic standpoint and not from trying to get teenage boys and adult men all hot and bothered while they're playing a video game. Let's make it real. What would a true Lara Croft going out to raid tombs wear? She would wear serious gear, not this. And this isn't gonna steal away from her sexuality at all. You can be pretty sexy in adventure gear, the same as you can in shorts and a tank top. And you know what, while we're speaking about sexy, hey, Square Enix, can you do us a little bit of a favor here? If you are actually doing this fourth game, can we go back to the Lara Croft from the first Tomb Raider? I mean, the one from the Xbox remastered one, and get rid of the Joe Dirt version? I mean, come on. All right, so what are my final thoughts on this? Well, the first thing is you can't believe everything that you read and see on the internet. We have no idea that this old 006 person is a reputable source, and if they're actually really associated with Square Enix. This could just be a troll that went online and wanted people to think that and get people talking about the possibility of this fourth Tomb Raider. So I'll believe it when I see it, type of thing. Now, I'm totally on the side of the OGs of the Tomb Raider series. I am. I don't have anything against you. Like I said, I like the original Tomb Raiders too. I just wasn't good at them. But I also like what Square Enix did with these 3 prequels and how they changed the style and how they changed the gameplay. Now, I think to keep everyone happy, maybe they could like come out with some remastered versions of the original Tomb Raider. I mean, Capcom did it with the original Resident Evil, but even Capcom steered away from that with the RE2 reboot, and they made it more modern to today's standards, and they're doing the same thing with the upcoming release of RE3. So just keeping up with the times. But if they really want to like please the OGs, you can remaster all those old ones, but at the same time continue to make new ones. But I seriously think and hope that the fourth one should be the first game remastered, same story, but in the same play form and engine that they used for the 3 prequels. I think that'd be a great way of marrying the 2 worlds. It'll make like a totally awesome game. I think so. Okay, so I'm curious of what you guys and gals might think about this whole situation about this game. Do you think it's true? Do you think it's coming out? And what are your thoughts? Are you an OG and you just want to see the old games rebooted? Or are you a newcomer since the 3 prequels and you want a 4th one with that same style? Hit me up in the comments. Let's talk about it, because I would love to talk about it. I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan. I played all 3 prequels that came out twice. I just love the game. I love the action element of it and the storyline, and the graphics is just like phenomenal. I actually love it, and I'm still playing it now over and over again in hopes that there'll be a 4th game around the corner. So hit me up in the comments to let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, do me a favor and give it a big old thumbs up. But if you hated it, you can give it a thumbs down. But no matter what you do, don't forget to click that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it so you'll be notified every time I upload new videos. And until I see you in the next video, I think I might go and play some more Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm on that one right now, so yeah, I'm ready to play. Until I see you in the next video, this is PJ the Great saying Audi 5000G. We all know this isn't a reasonable outfit for going out on an adventure. Come on now.